Our generation's biggest enemy, our greatest destructor, our biggest threat in our lives, currently in the 21st century. This is the thing that I would like to talk about in this video for you brothers and sisters. And this thing is not something that is far away from us. It is with us and within us all the single time, every single day. Pleasures, nice things, and comfort. These are the things that are killing our generation. Let me tell you why. Because guess what? If you're out there, if you're just there and watching TV all day long, or you're watching Netflix, or you're just like feeling good all the time, and you're just engaging into these pleasures and to all these dopamine, the cheap dopamine that is out there, pornography, Netflix, watching YouTube videos endlessly, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, you can name it, brother. You can just get lost in the pleasures, pornography, eating good for cheap, etc, 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 etc. Good tasting food, obviously shitty for very, very, very cheap amount of money. Everyone can have them. Pornography, the highest level, dopamine, like digital freaking drug for us, like in a click. We can just have cheap damn dopamine out there all the time. We can just feel so damn good about ourselves, and we can just have so damn much pleasure. Then we are getting weak. And let me tell you something, brother. It is not only weakens your character, it weakens your mind. Because if you're not challenging your mind, if you're not challenging yourself, if you're not pushing yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, then guess what? You will be going backwards. And this is what I'm experiencing every single time. If I'm allowing myself to get into these nice things and pleasure and hanging out with family and all this eating good, just think about Christmas. Like after Christmas, you're just all flooded with these great emotions and all that stuff, and your mind is not working that way. Do you know when your mind is working the best? When you're the most alert, when you're a bit hungry, when you have to push it, when you're using your body, when you're going to the gym, when you're a tiny bit hungry, when you have to think about things. This is when you are the most alert. This is when you're on top peak performance. Just think about it from the biological perspective. It makes a lot of sense. Back then, our ancestors were not on their top performing level. We didn't have to use our minds on the highest level when we were chilling. When we were chilling, we just had everything good. We just had our belly full. Because if you do not have your belly full, and if you're not chilling, and if you have to push your body, and if you have to push your mind, then guess what? Then you will have to open it up, and you will have to find new solutions, and you will have to be more alert, and you will have to be at a place where you can achieve more, and you can be better off. And this is our greatest enemy, because we can just move ahead, sit on our ass for 8 hours and get paid to eat shitty food and to have this all cheap dopamine. Little side note here, a little tinkering here. But the main point is that every single time when I'm allowing myself to lean into these night things, my mind is getting weaker. Next day I'm like, yeah bro, like let this thing go. I'm not as tough. I'm not as all together, I'm just like all over the place. I just cannot focus that much. This is why I'm keeping myself a tiny bit hungry all the time. This is why I'm keeping myself in alert mode all the time. And this is how I'm just able to be at my top freaking level, bro. This is what I'm experiencing. It's like, man, just forget about nice things. I mean, like, those are good, but like most of them are freaking distractions from you, from your life. And it might sound tough, but if you're just like really getting deep into that, you will find so fucking much pleasure in your work and in your craft. You will not even need anything else. And this is what I think the greatest people